Hello everybody, once again welcome back to my channel. This is going to be another budget with me video. We're going to do the month of March today. And we are going to go through and plan out the budget for the entire month, break down exactly how much money I need for every single category in the month and all my spending and saving, etc, etc. So if you do like this video, please make sure you push that likes button down below. Make sure you push that subscribe button so you don't miss any time I upload a video, and if you want a notification every single time I upload a video, make sure you push that little bell icon down below. Be greatly appreciated. Let's get into it. As you can see, I do have my stuff penciled in. I'm going to go ahead and put that in ink really quick, and I will be right back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Now it's time to go through and plan out the budget for the month. I had a little bit of a different layout this month than I have had in months past. Just felt like I needed to change it up a little bit, figure out if another layout was going to be a little bit more comprehensive or if it was going to be less comprehensive, but the only way for me to really truly figure it out is by giving it a shot. So instead of doing it side by side like I have in months past, I did it top bottom, so we're going to see if that works any better, see if it changes it up. So we're going to go ahead and get in here. So again, I use the Dave Ramsey method where I budget every single dollar. Every single dollar I make has a purpose, but for me to know how much money I need for the month, I need to first list out my absolute required funds. So I'm going to go through and figure out exactly how much money I need in every category, and then I will be able to see what the total amount I need for the month is, which will in turn dictate how many minimum hours I work so that I am able to have the amount needed to cover every single category. So we're going to start right at the top. I know every month that my rent is $563. And that's for my portion. My boyfriend will cover the other half. TV and Wi-Fi is $65 every month for my half. Electricity, now we are headed back into spring. I expect the bill to kind of come back down, but I would rather err on the side of caution, plan for too much, and then have a little bit extra. So I'm going to plan for $80 again for March. For my half, I did open a storage unit as I mentioned in one of my last videos, so that is now a new bill that I need to make sure I pay every month, and I am going to budget $50 a month for it. I may be a couple dollars over on that, but until we get into the every single month rent, I want to make sure I have a little extra. Again, err on the side of caution, that way I don't get myself into a world of hurt later. Cell phone is $120 every month. Grocery, I plan for $150 for the month, $75 off of each paycheck. For CTA, Chicago Transit Authority, in months past it's been $20, but I don't take the train that often anymore, so I'm going to drop that down to $10. Spotify is going to be $20. Spending, I am going to pull that one back just a little bit. Again, it was $70 last month I'm gonna pull that back down to 60 this month. For restaurants, I'm gonna pull that one back a little bit as well. It's gonna be 40. Fast food is 30. Coffee, I believe, I'm gonna do 20 this month. $10 each paycheck, which means I am brewing a lot of my own coffee at home and bringing it with me wherever I go. Debt, I always plan a minimum. I always plan a minimum of $300. I will end up putting more to debt than the $300, but $300 is my minimum payment. That is how much I will absolutely make sure that I have, no questions asked, every single month. Hulu is 10, and Amazon Prime is 10. And so I'm gonna go down here and finish these numbers first really quick. Then I'll come back and I will total those ones up, put that in the total expenses. I'll come down here and then I'll add those total sinking funds, and then I'll come back and do those together for the total for March. So for my fish, I am upping it to $50. While they are getting better, they are still growing and their tank is just getting too small, and I know at some point within the next 6 months I'm definitely going to need a new tank, so I need to make sure that I have the funds ready for that, and the next tank is going to be a big one, so it is not going to be a cheap purchase. I want to make sure I am set and squared away ahead of schedule for that. Airport is going to be $10. Transportation is going to be $30. My travel is going to be $40. Christmas, I am going to put $40 on this month. Pirate Christmas is always $20 for the month. New car is going to be $100. New apartment is going to be $100. Gifts, I'm going to do $20. Toiletries, I'm going to do $30. Clothing, I'm going to go with $40. Spring training, this is going to be the last amount that I put in there for this year, for the season. For spring training is going to be $20. Ballroom for the month is going to be $20. And laundry is going to be $10. So now what I'm going to do, like I said, I'm going to go and add these up for my total expenses, and I'll add these up for my total sinking funds. All right, so my total expenses is going to be $1,528. That is going to be $530. So now what I'll do is I will add 530 and 1528. So my total expenses for the month, the total amount of money that I need for the month is $2,058 if I want to cover all of the categories here. So if for some reason I am not going to make this amount, these are the sinking funds are the first things to get clipped from the budget. These are the things I don't need to spend my money on every single month. It's good to have. It's good to plan for the future. It's good to make sure that you're squared away. However, if I can't pay my bills, these don't even matter. So if it turns out that I'm not going to make $2,000 this month, these are the things that I will start cutting first, and then we will trim these down as necessary. However, I don't anticipate this being an issue at all. I have a lot of hours planned for March. So that is how the budget for March looks. So what I'm going to do really quick is I'm going to go ahead and put paycheck number one's layout here. And I will be back. I'm going to go put that in pencil and also in ink. And I will be back and we'll go ahead and budget paycheck number one as well. So that way when paycheck number one drops, I'll be able to go to the bank and cash that out. And the next video that we do together will be a cash stuffing video. But I'll go ahead and push this, or put this down on paper off camera really quick, and I will be right back. Okay, I am back. Sorry about the nail change and the shirt change. It has been a couple of days. The nails came off. The shirt has obviously been changed, but we're back. I'm going to go ahead and budget out paycheck number 1 based on the information that we put down on the total month budget right here. Just gonna jump right into it. Okay, so rent for the month is $563. So half of that is gonna be $282. TV and Wi-Fi for the month is gonna be $65, so that's going to be $33. And I will take the other half of these numbers and put them on paycheck number 2. But for paycheck number 1, this is here. For storage is going to be $50 for the month, so it's $25. For the paycheck, cell phone is always $60. Grocery is going to be $75. Spending is going to be $60, so that's actually going to be $30. Oops. Restaurant is going to be $40, so $20 off of this paycheck. Fast food is going to be $15 on this check. Coffee is going to be $20 total, and this is going to be $10. I did make this check in cash. That might switch back to electronic on the next paycheck, but for now, coffee is going to be in cash. By putting coffee in cash, it's going to definitely hold me accountable to make sure I'm not overspending on my coffee budget for the month. For electricity, I'm going to plan $80 for the month again, so that is going to be $40 for this paycheck. CTA is going to be $5. Spotify is going to be $10. Now the debt I am going to leave blank. I'm going to calculate all the rest of the numbers, and then based on what I receive from my paycheck, we'll go back and able to figure out what the remainder for my debt is. Hulu is going to be $5. Amazon Prime is going to be $5. My sinking funds down here, Fish is going to be $25. Airport's going to be $5. Travel is going to be $20. Christmas is going to be $20. Pirate Christmas is going to be $10. New car is going to be $50. New apartment is going to be $50. Gifts is going to be $10. Toiletries is going to be $15. Clothing is going to be $40. Spring training is going to be $20. Even though the total for the month is $20, we're going to put all $20 on this paycheck because next paycheck, spring training will be over. And so I allotted this amount to come from just this check alone. Ballroom is going to be $10. Laundry is going to be $5. Transportation is going to be $15. Okay, so now I have all of my categories filled out except for debt, but I can't fill the debt box in until I know what my amount received is going to be. And my amount received on this paycheck was $1,492. So now I'm going to go up, I'm going to add up all my cash, I'm going to add up all of the electronic, and then I'm going to add those two numbers together, and then I will subtract the total of those numbers from here to get my debt amount for the month. So I'm going to calculate that real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, So I have total so far, I have $9.10 between cash and electronic. I made a total of $14.92. So you check that $9.10 from $14.92, you get $5.82, and that is how much I'm going to put on my debt snowball. Right there. And that number is the number I will transfer into my debt. I have paid off my second student loan. My third one should be coming right down the pipeline here. I'm hoping to have that next student loan paid off. I'm hoping by May 1st. It could be. Okay, so my camera died, but what I was saying is my next student loan I'm hoping to have paid off by the first part of May. Maybe a little bit after that, but hopefully the first part of May. So, okay, so now I'm going to total up all of the electronic categories that I have, and when I have that number plus this number, it should equal this number. So okay, so now that I have all of that, I'm going to go through, I'm going to break down my cash right here. Let me zoom you guys in. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and break down the cash that I need from all of these categories here. And then I'll be able to take this breakdown to the bank, and they'll be able to give me that cash in this breakdown so that I can stuff my envelopes accordingly. So, rent and TV and Wi-Fi stay in the bank. They don't come home with me. So we're going to scroll down just a little bit here. Storage is going to be 25, so I need a 20 and a 5. Cell phone is going to be 60, so I need a 50 and a 10. Grocery is going to be 75, so I need 20, 40, 60, 70, and a 5. Spending is going to be 30, so I need a 20 and a 10. Restaurant's going to be 20. Fast food's going to be 15, so 10 and a 5. Coffee is going to be 10. Fish is going to be 20 and a 5. Airport is a 5. Travel 20. Christmas 20. Pirate Christmas 10. New car 50. New apartment 50. Gifts is a 10. Toiletries is a 10 and a 5. Clothing is going to be 2 20s. Spring training is a 20. Ballroom is going to be 10. And laundry is going to be 5. Let me add that up real quick. So what I noticed here is that I actually put 40 on clothing, but that is the entire amount that I need for the month. So I'm going to turn that into a 20, which means this comes down to 810. Which means that we're going to keep that for now. So that's going to end up being just a little extra $20 in the bank. So this one here, that needs to go. So $495 is the amount I need to go ask for the bank, and I will take this breakdown to them, and I will be back when I have that, and we will do a cash envelope stuffing video. So when I go to the bank and I get this money, I will be back, and that will be my next video upload. That will be a cash stuffing envelope video for paycheck number 1 for March. Should be up immediately after this video within 24 hours. So if you do like this video, or if you want to see how I do stuff those cash envelopes, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button below, hit that subscribe button. That way you can follow along, and if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or emotional outbursts, please leave those in the comments below, and I'll address those as best as I can. Until next time, we'll see you later.